in the morning, I used to wake up, I live on the Central Coast, I'd get up, my alarm would go up for 3 a.m. I'd have a shower, breakfast, and then I'd drive in. And just before I went, I checked my messages, and there's a guy in Ireland, and I don't want to say his name, he'll know who I'm talking about. He was on series 2 or 3 in Dublin. And he reached out to me before he started the program. And basically, he sent me a picture of himself. And it was this white Irish kid who looked sort of 18, 19, really puffy, not a hair on his face, obviously going through chemo. And then he sent a picture of himself a year before, and he was this really good-looking, athletic kid, amazing hair, and just fit and training in the gym. And you look at that picture and you think, this kid's got his whole life in front of him. And then there's this picture, and he said, Coach, I hope you don't mind me contacting you. A friend of mine is doing the Wimp program. I'm currently in hospital going through chemo. I just want you to know that I've set myself a goal that I'm going to beat this cancer, and I'm going to do the Wimp program. And that blew me away. And there was a lot more context to the email and the message, which is personal to us. But the fact that he was using the motivation of doing the Wimp program to really focus and beat the cancer, because I truly believe, and most people do, that you need to have a positive mindset when you're sick. Sickness, stress, it brings sickness on. Cancer, so many cancers are caused by stress and anxiety and all this kind of stuff. So he really needed something to get him through, and and he put my program as his motivation, and that was hugely positive to me. And then he came out, he went through cancer, through his chemo, came out, he did the next program, and I followed him. I went over to Dublin and met him just after the tryouts, and we got a picture taken, and before and after, and we've stayed in touch. And he's getting married. He got married, actually. He invited me to the wedding. I couldn't go, but his story is so special to me, because Wimp had a huge impact on him before he'd even stepped on the mats. And he says that he might not be here if it wasn't for Wimp. And so that letter, I read that letter in the morning of, I got to the gym, and I wanted to try and explain to the people on the series how special their finale needs to be, and it will be something they never forget, and they're privileged to be in this situation to train, and they want all their friends and family to be there. So I read this letter out from this guy in Dublin, and I got hugely emotional, and I struggled to read through it because it meant so much to me. And what I was trying to impress on them is this program, the way I got to feel about this program, it's not about fitness, but it's almost like a medicine for mental health. It's allowing people to really focus and change the way they live their life.